Hi guys, James here. I want to talk about the coronavirus stimulus package that was just signed by the president. It came through the Senate and the House. Do you really think this is going to make a big difference in our economy in this country? This was nothing but a political package put out because everybody is up for re-election. So the Democrats had to come and say, "Yep, we're helping America." The Republicans had to come out and say, "Yep, we're helping America," because they all have elections coming up in November. The House and the Senate seats are up as presidential seat is up. So that's all this really is. So you're going to get a one-time check, and one-time check of money you can't use because you can't go to Amazon, you can't go out to the store, the malls are closed, and with Amazon only delivering household goods, you can't buy TVs or stuff that you would want to buy. And a one-time shot of money is really not going to make a dent in your life. It's not going to really change much. Money to the companies. Well, you need companies, and this has been the political thing I keep hearing from all these people. Oh, they're going to give money to the companies. Well, gee, without a company, you don't have people who have jobs. If a company goes belly up that has 20,000 employees, guess what happens? 20,000 more people go unemployed. That's why it's important to keep companies going. I wish they would actually realize this, but it's a political game. Everybody's blaming everybody for everything, and because everybody hates Trump, and if that's your political taste and you hate him, fine. If you don't like him, fine. I don't care. If you like him, good for you too. But the problem is everything is just so political. It's all about politics. Everything we do is about politics. And when Bernie came out the other day and said he was going to stop the Senate bill from going forward, it was not about Bernie was going to stop the bill. Bernie needed to get into the news cycle. Remember, Bernie's still running for president, and Bernie was taken out of the news cycle because of the coronavirus. Took him and Joe Biden right out of the system. You haven't heard nothing. Joe Biden trying to do a town hall, and that just failed. And Bernie Sanders has done nothing but these little town halls too, and they all fail because nobody gives a shit. Now, who cares? Who cares what Bernie Sanders has to say? Who cares what Joe Biden has to say? They don't. There's nothing they can do that's going to help. We're in a crisis mode right now in this country, and we keep trying to figure ways how we're going to spend money to help more people. All these states and cities are going broke. There's no way about, New Jersey. I live in New Jersey. And we rely, every reason we're number 2 infected because all our people work in New York. I work in New York. I have a small business that I started a couple weeks prior as the coronavirus was coming out. And I had met with clients in New York City. And I doubt I'll ever get paid for my consulting work. It is what it is. Do I worry about I'm going to get coronavirus? I test myself daily. I take my temperature 3 times a day, and I've been doing it for weeks, and so far I'm good. I have to say I'm very good. Even though New York City I took the subways around the city. I took the train from New Jersey, all public transportation. Went out to restaurant, got food, coffee, whatever. And you always had a rule anyway. You don't touch anything. So everybody in New Jersey is infected because they work in New York. Everybody in New York is infected because everybody comes to New York from around the world. And so we got to realize how things work. And will a stimulus bill do anything to help our economy? Maybe a little bit here and there, but if you have no income coming in as a business, you're going to fail. Throwing them a bone to hold on to for a little while, it's not going to help. If you're losing $1 billion a month, all right, and these states are losing all these tax revenues, tons of tax revenue for everything from buying a cup of coffee at Starbucks, goes to the city and goes to the states, and they're not making any revenue. There's no sales in the stores. Everything's online, but there's no online shipping because you're not really getting anything shipped to your house. If you go outside right now, I used to see FedEx trucks everywhere. Nothing. I used to see trucks delivering for Amazon. None. Because Amazon restricted their deliveries only to medical goods and food items. But that's all backlogged anyway. So you get very little being delivered to your house. So if you get a stimulus check, how is that going to help Joe Smith down the street, the coffee shop, or the deli down the street? Or the hairdresser. Oh, the hairdressers are all closed. So you can't get a haircut. Oh, you can't go to the store to buy a new outfit because, that's right, the mall's closed. So what happens with this money? It doesn't stimulate the economy. It's just a political package. It helps some businesses, yeah. Only thing it does that's any good is to increased unemployment to people who need unemployment increased. That's the only real benefit it does. A lot of these companies are going to fail on their own, and these small businesses are going to fail. This business down the street is going to fail because there's no stimulus. They need income. These companies don't have money laid out for months and months. They live paycheck to paycheck. That's how they reinvest constantly all their money. They don't live in glamorous households and drive Ferraris. They reinvest their money into the business to keep their business growing, to keep their jobs, keep their people. One thing about running a small business, if you've got a good person, you want to keep that person. But it's very difficult if you have no income coming in, regardless of how good they are. And so, my opinion is the stimulus is just another one. There's going to be another one now trying to save the cities, but it has to be loans. We cannot just keep printing money, or we're going to have hyperinflation, and we're going to end up like Venezuela, where the dollar is going to be worth nothing. That's the problem. Was this going to go on for another month? They're looking at the month of April being a wasted month, and everything start to come back in May. Start to open up a little bit. We're going to start peaking here in New Jersey and New York in the next week or two on the amount of deaths and cases. So it's kind of eerie being out here on the East Coast in the midst of the total shutdown of the nation. These three areas, New Jersey and New York, are like the vital areas of the whole country. All the commerce, all the financial district, everything is through here. We have train lines that run through New Jersey all up and down the East Coast. They're not working. Nothing is happening. I've never seen it like this. I worked at 9/11 during the cleanups, and I have never seen anything like this before. Not even after we were attacked on 9/11. This is eerie. This is strange, and I don't know how we're going to come out of it. The Fed keeps trying to pump money into the system, but you got to remember, the Fed has to keep pumping money. Where is this money coming from? You can't keep printing money. That's not going to solve. Companies need to make money. When it comes back, it's going to come back. There's no doubt about it. The stimulus is going to come back. Once we start working, people are going to start purchasing stuff. But none of that's going to happen until they start getting a paycheck. And we're not going to do anything with the stimulus of this country until we get coronavirus under control. You can't have both. You can't have people spending money and have coronavirus. We have to start shedding coronavirus. And on the East Coast, it's going to New Jersey, New York. They'll be gone, and it won't be gone, but we're going to see numbers drop. Places like Louisiana are higher because they have Mardi Gras. Go figure. And Florida is high because guess what? They had spring break. And those states are all going to be hurt. We have the airlines that are dead. Entertainment business is dead. There's so much. The states and cities are dead financially. And this is just one package. We're going to need 5 more packages for every certain industry and for the government. So, do I see this helping us? Nah. It's just, as you saw, Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer and Mitch McConnell and everybody walking around, and when the president signed it, they're how great job you did, Mitch, and Steve Mnuchin and everybody. That's a wonderful job, wonderful. It's all politics. It doesn't solve it. Everybody has an agenda. That's why they agreed on it. It doesn't solve anything, but it makes them look good. It's a photo op. They can go back to the people and their constituency and say, okay, look what I did for you. I signed that damn bill, and you're going to get $1,200 or $3,400 of your family, and your business is going to be saved. That's what it's all about, folks. Wake up. It's all about politics. Everything goes on in this country is about politics. See you later. Next time. Bye.